Our union is proud to represent thousands of Florida's public sector workers. We represent bus drivers, school custodians, senior care workers, and more who are all pillars of their communities. They are the essential employees that always go to work, even risking their lives throughout the pandemic, and they deserve the benefits of union representation.
The pandemic was so rough. It was so hard. It was so hard for so many families, especially the ones that lost loved ones. Me, for instance, I lost my mom with COVID. And so when I came back to work, okay, we're home on the computers, doing all the work on the computers, and we get a call from the principal, okay guys, we need y'all to come back to work. And I realized it's just certain groups coming back to work and the whole school not coming back. I'm like, wow, that's very interesting. And I felt like it wasn't fair, it wasn't right, but I knew I had to do what I had to do to keep my job. So we came back and we had to work extra hard. We had to do triple the work that everybody else had to do. They're home on computers, typing up, doing like stuff that, I don't know, that's what they was doing. And we here working hard, cleaning the school every inch, 2 to 3 times a day, and nobody was here.
Yeah, being part-time is like you don't have a voice because you don't have anything, but the job itself. So being part of the union and having a voice is amazing because my rep, she has asked, my opinion on things and things that would make my work life better and my experience here, just here in this building alone, better. So I feel like having a union is amazing because sometimes you work a job and you feel like you don't get to have a voice and you're kind of just, if you're told to do this, you just have to do it and that's that. But the union gives you that little bit of strength behind you outside of what you may already have.
I was like, yes, I can see that the union was helping me and they had my back. They helped me get a full-time job and they were always there when I called them. I went through a lot of stuff at Holland and they was right there. The union was there for me and that's why I'm still here.
Recent anti-worker legislation from the Florida legislature has made it more difficult for our union to represent our members throughout the state. This includes changes to how we collect union dues, as well as increasing the threshold for collective bargaining to 60%. In practice, this means that every single existing public sector union contract in the state is under threat, along with their union negotiated benefits. These include vacation days, sick leave, merit increases, longevity bonuses, and more.
Because of the new laws that came out, we need more members. We need to show the legislators how important it is for working people to have a union. Without the union, a lot of jobs would be lost, a lot of benefits would be lost, and a lot of people don't understand that. The pay would be really bad because most drivers in the job that we do, they get the lowest pay. And with the city, I would say it's fair pay because the union requires them to give us that. Medical benefits, I have a 401k plan, and all of that is due to the union.
Well, there's strength in numbers, and like I was in the military, and the main principle of war is division. When you can divide, you can conquer, but when you're united, you're stronger. So we have to be united, and we have to stand as one in the union.
I feel like it's very important for people to be in the union because the union does a lot behind the scenes that we don't see. 3 people I know got in like what appeared to be serious trouble. Serious, like, okay, we're going to jail. We're not getting out of jail. We don't got no lawyer. All 3 of these people contacted the union because they was in the union paying their dues and stuff. And they got out of jail. The charges that were against them got dropped because the schools took it and like twisted everything that was going on. The union came, they got a lawyer from the union, these charges got dropped, they got reimbursed for all their money that they lost. The union fixed the problem. The union fixed it, and when I seen that, I was like, wow, they're here to help these people. They're helping us. If it wasn't no unions, I don't think it wouldn't be custodians in the school board, in this particular school board. I think that they would bring another company in, and when the other company come in, if you go with the new company, you won't have no benefits, no medical, no sick leave, no vacation, none of that. You won't have any of that. You just have it, and in whatever hours they give you to work, that's what you're working. Whatever pay they give you, that's what you're going to get. And with the union saved all of that for us.
Most importantly, it would mean that Florida's public sector employees would become at-will employees, working without a contract, subject to being fired at any time, for any reason, fair or unfair.
That's why we're here. And that's why it's so important, because it protects you as an employee.
I urge you to really get into the union, to keep this thing together, because if not, we will suffer behind it, and so we will lose a lot. So I implore you to really consider deeply getting into the union if you're not.
Despite these dangerous political winds, our membership and organization stands strong. We haven't backed down, but instead have added over 950 new public sector members in Florida since this legislation was implemented. We will continue to organize, educate, and fight against unfair bosses and cruel labor practices. And when we fight for our members, we fight for every worker who deserves better. We are the IUPAT, and we're proud to stand with Florida's public sector employees.